Hey there, welcome to My Green Pets. I'm William Green. My Clivia miniata is in bloom again, and this time the flower scape did not push all the way up. Not quite sure why that is, but still some nice orange flowers on that, and I expect that we will see some more flowers from that later in the year, maybe in the summertime. Let's go hop in the tent. Actually, no, before we do, let's look at my little Phalaenopsis here. This is just my grocery store fowl. And I'm training the spike. So for the first few weeks, I turned it around so that the plant was facing away from the window and the spike grew this direction. Then I turned the plant back around and was able to train the spike up along this stake. And now it's just a question of time that I have to every day move this up just a little bit so it grows nice and straight up the stake, and then once it reaches the top, I'll let it kind of cascade over and it'll look nice. Okay, now let's go pop in the tent and see what's going on. Well, I am very pleased to say that almost every plant that I had on the website for sale has been sold. The only, again, there's a few plants in here that have been sold, but the buyer's not ready to have me ship them quite yet. And then, of course, the two that haven't sold yet is this, Cattleya Rex. It's actually two plants, Unu and Nina. And right now, the seed pod it's about 11 months old, and it has split, and so I've got this infusion bag over it to catch all the seed. And then it has, of course, 3 spikes on it, or 3 sheaths on it that will be blooming out pretty soon. And I looked at shipping for this thing, and UPS will ship something this large, but man, it's expensive. It's like $300 to ship it airmail, and I don't know if I'd want to ship it ground, but it's not that, it's still pretty expensive, a couple $100 to do that. So that's, I think, the big issue that I haven't been able to sell this thing is because I've had people interested in it, but the shipping is expensive and cumbersome. And then this little Bulbophyllum catenulatum is also, I had someone interested in it, but then they bailed on me earlier this week, so this still is for sale, and it does look kind of iffy right now. So I mean, it's gonna be fine. It just needs to get reestablished in this medium, and then it should be okay. So nursing that guy, and then I finally did sell. I'm so thrilled to have sold the Cattleya labiata Sherwood Forest by Libra. It was here. Now it's been shipped off, and that means all of my Cattleya in this section that I was going to sell are now sold off. And it still doesn't look like I have any room, but there is a little bit of space between plants now. And I'm looking forward to, actually, I really need to address some of these seedlings that are ready to be potted up or separated. This is a compot of Cattleya Rex. There's at least 3 plants in here, but I really need to pull them out of there and pull them apart and pot them up separately. But yeah, lots of growth to look at here. We've got my Labiata Sherwood Forest by Perola rubra right here. Really excited to see this bloom. It's a little bit of a slower grower, but it has got nice color in those leaves there. Got another labiata here. This is a semi-alba with a growth on it there. And then my Rhyncholalia aristocrat. Nice new growth pushing. And this Mossii. Wow, look at that big, chunky new growth. This thing hasn't missed a beat. I ripped it out of its pot, tore the roots all up, stuck it in a new pot, and it looks good. And I imagine that new, oh yeah, you can already see them. That new growth is already starting to root. Good deal. This is Cattleya Trianae Cassians. It's a mericlone of the original plant. It's got 4 Nice big fat growths pushing out there. And then my Cattleya Rex Mayu, the first flower quality award for this species in the United States is this plant. And I hope that we get some nice flowers off of it this year. Again, being very careful watering this plant because it likes water, but it also needs to dry out really quickly or the rhizome will rot. And also excited about this Cattleya Dowiana rosita. Look at that newest growth. It's really nice, big, and fat. Gonna get a big growth off of that one. Over here, the Cycnoches are really starting to look big. They are really getting big there. So I think might wait another week or so for these big ones. And then start watering them. These two are a little bit behind, and so they've still got at least a month or two, maybe longer, before I start dousing them with water. Bulbophyllum lepidum. It's working on its 9th or 10th flower spike here. It's got another one back here, and another one over here as well. And the flowers aren't quite as robust as they were earlier blooms. I don't know if it's just something that happens, but it could just be that I'm not watering enough. And of course we got Hal, Bulbophyllum echinolabium here working on its 2nd flower for the spike. The record Hal has so far is 26 blooms off of 1 spike, and we're on number 2 here, so I'm hoping that we'll see lots and lots of flowers come off this one. And then Hal is actually working on something down here. Not quite sure if it's a growth or a spike. I kind of hope it's a new growth, actually. And yeah, all of these Cattleya Rex seedlings from Peru Flora. I originally got like 5 flasks and had probably well over 100 seedlings, but I've sold off a lot of them. These are the remainders that I've kept. They're starting to put out some nice larger leaves, but they do need some attention. I think they need to be, several of them need to be repotted. This one, it's weird. I thought that putting it in a larger pot, it would do well. It would do better and start growing better, but it's actually kind of just struggled along here. So I'm not quite sure, but something's not right. That needs to be addressed. But yeah, I'm happy with the ones that I've got, and hopefully we get some interesting flowers on those one day when they do finally bloom. We're probably still 2 or 3 years away from that. And yeah, that's about it. Just watching things grow and looking forward to the flowers on Rex. Looking forward to continuous flowers from Hal. And I think that's going to be it for the blooms right now. It's mainly growing season, so that's what we're doing. All right, well, I'm going to grab my my sprayer and start watering plants that need it here. You have yourself a nice weekend. We got 36 hours of steady rain here in Colorado this weekend, which is very unusual. This is the rainy time of year, but you know, in a place where we have 300 plus days of sunshine a year, rain really is quite a novelty. So a gray rainy day is it's actually nice. You sit down with a cup of tea or coffee and just kind of relax a little bit if you can. And now, I used to live in a place where it was rainy and cloudy for like 9 months out of the year. That's no fun. I do like the sunshine. All right, you guys have yourself a good week, and I'll see you next time right here on My Green Pets. I'm William Green. Bye.